We've never been closer to it than now. Last night I dreamed I dug someone up from out their grave, and I didn't know why I would do something like this. Then I saw a girl I knew from primary school, and I tried to explain who I was, but she wasn't really listening. Then I woke up. And I suspect I'll be doing something similar tonight. We all will. And every night after. It's a bit much, isn't it? Recently I was travelling across town to meet some friends for a late lunch. It was a nice day, and so I cut through the park. I stopped to see if the people were still doing their ridiculous exercises with the dogs, and they were. They never learn, but neither do I. It's been a year since I made the first one of these films, and in all the ways I meant to change, I haven't. And all the ways I have changed, I can't change back. This is us, as we are, now and forever. Hey everyone, remember this young fellow? This captain of the skies. What I wouldn't give to trade minds with him. To trade it all in for a whole life spent attempting to express just one thought. That thought being, I am a butterfly of some kind. And he won't ever get it out. He'll die with it on the tip of his tongue. This is a successful life. The failure would be to make the statement in full, because everyone would just say, well, big deal, and get over yourself, and all that business. Because you see me, I've expressed that thought. I've been putting it out there that I'm a butterfly of some kind since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. I'm done with it. So yes, let's swap brains. Let's see how he likes it. See how much he enjoys spending afternoons in the backs of libraries, attempting to work out on paper how many whole bad moods you can fit into a day, or staggering around shopping centres haunted by the niggling suspicion that there are 100 seconds in a minute. Sorry guys, I've been a bit out of sorts lately. Anyhow, let's talk about Godzilla for 5 seconds. You didn't think I'd let the clock run out on these films without mentioning the big man, did you? The big dog, who looks, in a way, like a very big dog. I used to pray to Godzilla that he might come and tread on my house, just for the sake of clarity really, definition. But since our highly public falling out, I haven't seen him for a long time. I don't expect I ever will again, but just before we finish up, I'd like to take this opportunity to apologise to him. I'm sorry, old stick, old lily of the valley. Really, really sorry. And I hope you're having a tremendous laugh down there at the bottom of the ocean. And in the dream I hope to have one day, I'm living in the place I've been in for how long now? 20 years? An Atlantic property with the option to buy. A place where on a summer's evening the light is exactly the same inside the house as out. And on such an evening, I'll be watching television, and I'll conveniently see all the kerfuffle on the evening news, that you're coming back. And outside the sirens will start up and cars screeching and crashing, and I'll step out into the blue July evening and head down towards the harbour. People will stream past me pushing and screaming and telling me to follow them, not to go down there. And I'll say, it's alright, he's a mate of mine. And I'll see friends from home, close friends, and people I've only ever been on nodding terms with, but I won't pay them any attention. And then I'll say, hello, who's this? Why, it's Mrs. Merrill. Do you remember me, Mrs. Merrill? It's Johnny. Johnny from school. You must remember me. You taught me how to punch someone without breaking my thumb. A piece of advice I'm still flattered you thought I would ever need. Don't you remember me? It's Johnny here. I used to ride a golden bike around the playground with my hair all plaited up in chains and ribbons. Do you not know me? You aren't saying anything, Mrs. Merrill. Finally at the harbour, it's night time now, officially. Fires in the distance. And I'll wonder if you're really coming back, or if it was all just a false alarm. And I'll think about the cupboards in my beachside apartment, how I never used half of them. Why not? I had things. What a dreadful waste. But then the water will ripple and fold, and I'll take a very deep breath, and then you will emerge and rise up, as big as the sky, big enough to eat a forest without chewing, and I'll say hello, and you'll say hello Johnny, and I'll smile like a little baby lamb.